experience amazing love. You want to feel cherished by your king. But you're not necessarily experiencing that. You feel like you kind of have to push to get men something to do for something for you, or you attract men who are more like 50-50, who are not necessarily open to giving you the protection, the care, the nourishment, the passion that you're wanting. If that is you, watch this video until the very end, because I am going to share with you certain tips that are important for you to change regarding your vibration, feminine energy, so that you can really see a change in the dynamics that you are experiencing with men. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole Lisa, and I'm an intuitive love coach. I help goddesses like you attract the love that is meant for you. You deserve to have the love of a goddess. So with that being said, I am currently working and inviting and enrolling women into my program, The Prize. And if you feel called to that, pay attention, because it's an elite program. There's only 4 spots left, and I would love for you to join, okay? Like, it's a small program, less than 10 women in it, less than 8 actually. And if you want to have that high vibe space, then definitely pay attention to this. So being cherished is something that you need to claim and command in your energetic field first, okay? You need to command it. It needs to be natural to you. So when I say command, I don't mean like you need to become this fierce warrior goddess that is like, I command it from men and I need to get this and you are not giving this to me and how dare you and I'm so angry at men. Kind of some Kylie energy, right? No, that's not what it means. It simply means that you are deciding in your energetic field that you are worthy of devotion, that you're worthy of commitment, that you know in your hearts of hearts that you are an equal, that you deserve to be treated with reverence, and you give the same in return. Well, our relationship with that dynamic as women can vary, as we all know. There's so many different, I hear, illusions of this is how a woman gets attention. This is how you get the attention of a man, and it's almost like it feels external to you, right? Or when you try to embody the energy, it feels like you have to force it to happen, or you feel like you have to become this badass babe in the sense of you have to have like money, accolades, etc. There's an illusion of who is the woman that gets it all, that is treated like a flower, but gets to do whatever she wants to do with her life and live her best life as possible. We go about this in our own, I was gonna say intuitive, but I feel like it's more truly in our own instinctual survival ways without knowing. You wonder, why is it that I should learn like about love, like I should just know how to do it? But I want you to know that that's actually not the truth, and that's one of the cases why there's a disparaging difference between the results that women get in regards to love. Because what happens is that we learn based on the things that we saw, and we create a set of survival mechanisms that even protect us from higher levels of knowing of what's going on in the background of our intuition or our subconscious. And we are not fully aware of this. So we're walking through the world not necessarily knowing why men are breadcrumbing, and why you experience men breadcrumbing you, and you feel like, oh my God, I've achieved all these levels of success, and for some reason still, like, I feel like I'm not receiving what I want from love or from men. Maybe you receive a couple proposals, or you haven't, and that's upsetting to you. Or you feel like you're just not getting it right, like you're not getting the full package. What is it that you want? So if you are experiencing this, do not get frustrated. I want you to become centered. Because if men are breadcrumbing you, here's what I want you to change. Number 1, there's fears that a lot of women have around receiving, and I hear being submissive. So these are some subconscious programs, okay? Subconscious and even generational programs survival fear. I hear reptilian brain. So my thoughts as an intuitive and as a love coach and as an angel healer. And that's what I notice. So there's fears around being submissive. There's fears of being at the mercy of men, right? Or you feel like when you receive from a man, he's not going to be able to take care of your heart. He's not going to be able to treat it with tender care. So that's our survival response, as you can see. That's on one end. If you, on the other end, if you grew up in an environment where you had to fight for love, you had to fight for attention, you had to fight to be seen, to be recognized, maybe you felt invisible like I did. Even though you've achieved all the accolades now, you might not be feeling up to par to that image or to the things that you've achieved, okay? Here's the thing. Your image needs to feel good about those things. And at the same time, your energy is going to speak for itself. It really is going to. So consciously, you might be saying, I've achieved all of this. But if your subconscious is feeling neglected, if your subconscious is feeling like you're not measuring up, then you might have a fear of letting somebody really come in and truly cherish you, out of fear that he's gonna think or act like he's making a mistake afterwards. Like, oh, he's gonna be like, oh, I regret this. These are some of the examples that I've seen with my clients that I really wanna highlight. Because I work with, trailblazers, women from all over the world, thought leaders, just women that are visionaries. You're just out there creating things for yourself, right? What's interesting is that there's a gap. You've done amazing things. You've done amazing things. You've not settled. You've gone for things. And yet, there's a gap in how what you're receiving or what you believe is going to happen once somebody comes in. So you operate under your comfort zone, a comfort zone that you might hate, that you might not like, or you might even be like, that's not my comfort zone. But it could be your comfort zone vibrationally, and that's what I want to highlight. Depending on your background and the things you've experienced, everybody's a little bit different, but I tend to work in waves of energy. So normally the clients that reach out to me all have like something similar going on. It's I don't know if you are a professional, if you're a coach as well, if you're watching this video, I've noticed that sometimes I attract clients with the same name, with the same profession, sometimes same zodiac sign. Lately I've been working with a lot of Geminis and or Gemini placements and Aquarius placements. Taurus too, and Aries. So it's very interesting. Last year it could have been a completely different thing. So that comfort zone vibrationally is there for a reason. Your defense mechanisms act out even before you know it. If you felt like, I'm going to use myself an example. I was always a scapegoat. I have a Scorpio rising, and I have a lot of water in my chart. I don't know if you've heard about like Hikoya empaths. I have a lot of water in my chart. And people, because I'm a Pisces, double Pisces, moon and sun, and then a Scorpio rising. And so people would project a lot of their stuff onto me. Meaning, and I just crave to be genuinely seen. But when you're a mirror like that, sometimes people don't even see you. And it felt sad. I felt unseen growing up. Because I would hear some comments, judgments, accusations that were not even me. And I didn't know as a kid how to protect myself from those images. And from those protections, I had no idea what was going on. But now, I had to learn the hard way. to not take on those things, to be very loving. I would be very loving, and still people would be like, Nicole is very mean. I learned some lessons in that. But here's the thing, I crave to be seen. I yearn to be seen. So I didn't grow up hearing any compliments. The most compliment, like the one compliment I used to get compliment because it was said with reservation, was that I was intelligent. That when people would tell me, Nicole, you're intelligent, you're wise, I would resent it. Because I was like, I'm more than that. I'm more than that. But everything, a lot of it was projections. So when somebody would give me something small, I would say things like, yeah, but I don't need any more. Like, I would cherish the compliment, or I would cherish what I would receive. And I cherish everything that I receive. But I just want you to know, like, because in my consciousness, I didn't know that I could receive more, I would sometimes go unconscious when something was off, something was wrong, and I was not fully receiving what I truly deserved. And some of you go through that. You haven't fully experienced the energy of being cherished. And you desire it, you crave it, you long for it, but you also fear it because it's new. And that's why I say energetic comfort zone. So if you want to dive in deeper into your feminine goddess vibration, let's work together. Watch my most recent video on belonging, the previous live video to this one. And it's important because as women, we need to feel like we belong. And I want to do some deep work with you, helping your vibration speak for you, where it's normal, it's part of your identity at a soul level, at an energetic level, at a nervous system level, at a subconscious level, at every layer possible, that you're emanating this energy of I deserve to receive, and I'm receiving plenty, and I'm grateful for it. I'm a grateful goddess is what I hear. But you have to feel comfortable owning that vibration, even being seen as selfish. Because some of you are dimming your light. And when you dim your light, that's when you're being breadcrumbed. And you might not fully know how you're dimming your light. Or you might need courage into speaking, and I hear demanding, requesting, receiving the longings of your heart. So if you grew up being told you shouldn't ask for that much, you ask for too much, you should feel comfortable with what you have, but you might be a millionaire now. You're like, well, I don't know. I mean, I make millions, Nicole, I make money. But still, that vibration might still be there when it comes to longing and emotions and heart and relationships. There's a different set of dynamics that could be playing uniquely for you. And that's why I created an exclusive environment as in the prize, because this is not a textbook, here's what you do and what you say to get what you want. It's more than that. Specifically, if you did not grow up in an environment where you felt noticed, where you felt cherished, where you felt like you needed nurturing, maybe you were only taught to excel and to be better than other people. Our identity and how it was formed plays a huge sense, like a huge part in what we allow ourselves to receive and have in the present moment in the physical. If your identity was formed by accolades, by good grades, by achieving results, if your identity was formed by compliments or criticisms led by other people, you might be longing for somebody to notice you. And there's a good way to bring that into your field, but there's also ways in which we can not realize when something is off. So what I want to help you with is identifying the unique ways in which you can raise the vibration, have the emotional, spiritual, subconscious, physical, emotional, embodied identity of the goddess, of your unique goddess version. And also, I want to help you, when we clear out a lot of these fears and we have a stronger sense of belonging, we become more intuitive. And I want to help you open up your channels of places where you either shut down your knowing, you repressed it, you suppressed it, so that you can live more in your heart and just be cherished for who you are and choose the right men for you. I don't want you to shut down your consciousness, your knowing, in the face of dating men and believing that the man is the prize and that you have to get to where the man is at, or once you have the attention of the man, then you're gonna be noticed or fill up that void or whatever is there. Because let's be honest, subconsciously, a lot of women are actually fearing the attention of the man because you give too much attention to the man and how he sees you or how he values you to the point where you lower yours. So, yes, you're gonna dote on your king. You are, right? You need to see yourself as a prize first. I know you're gonna see your man as a prize as well. Great. But you need to see yourself as a prize. Because men love other than whatever it is, it's not just about men, but what I'm saying is you gotta feel your own goddess vibration. You gotta feel yourself 24/7, fully. Give yourself this opportunity. Change your life, change your destiny. As women, we need to have a strong sense of belonging. Because when we don't, that's when I heard shit hits the fan. A woman doesn't feel like she belongs, then she waits for people to make her feel like she belongs, then it's never enough. Then we're resentful with other people, and we just want to feel good with ourselves. And we give and we give and we give, and we deplete ourselves to be noticed. But it's about time to receive, for us to receive more. So if you want to go on this journey with me, I invite you to join. I'm going to place the link below, and you're going to see it in the previous video as well, for you to set up a time. A 20-minute assessment call to see if the price is the right fit for you. If you've been watching my videos for months or years, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I would love to help you. We as women let our identity be defined by society way too much. And that's something that we get to own for ourselves and expand our capacity to receive and to hold more, to vibrate higher, more joyfully, more peacefully, and not have to fight for attention anymore. You might have grown up in an environment where you feel like you have to fight for attention, therefore seeing men who breadcrumb you, or men who make you feel like you have to work for it, because it can resemble a lot of the things that you saw growing up. But I don't want to just talk about this mentally with you. I also want to help you shift the vibration and the energy, and we're going to be doing powerful emotional and subconscious reprogramming work, because our emotions hold a lot of what we really hold. Like they have the imprint of what we really hold, and it's through your identity and through what you can emotionally hold that you receive more. Okay, so we're going to be doing deep, powerful work, removing subconscious programs that kind of make you feel like you're stuck or in a loop, and that stop the men, the high quality men, from coming in because you're afraid. And I'm going to be honest, you might be afraid of being a disappointment. And you give and you give and you give and you give, but where does it come from? So to you and to your inner child, I'm going to speak to your inner child right now. You've always been worthy. You are always worthy. You overworked for love growing up, and you didn't deserve that. You deserve to know that you're enough, that you belong, that you're beautiful. And if nobody made you feel safe enough to express the most intimate and beautiful parts of your soul, like the things you felt like you needed to keep and you needed to hide, I want you to know that you do not need to hide your essence, and that you can and you will attract the man that will cherish it. So It's also about looking into your programmings around men too. A man that can hold you and not just living reactively from what happened in the past. You deserve more. Now it's your time to help yourself, to nourish yourself, and to change things around. And if you've been feeling all of us and you don't know what to do, and what you feel like you've been doing is either working slowly or not working, it's because it might be really subconscious. And having an expert's advice on the external to really help you change things around really quickly would be highly beneficial. Don't be hard on yourself. Here, you shouldn't know it all. Like, this is a very nurturing, you need a very nurturing, expansive place where you're held and you can see yourself as beautiful as you really are, and not feel like you have to compete or compare or fight for attention anymore, and you just get to receive. So if that's the vision and you want to share your vision with me as well, then set up the time to talk, and we're going to explore your love vision and your queen goddess vision of what is the type of love that you deserve to have and how I can help you attract it. And I've helped successfully, like, people who've been single for over 10 years attract their match. And yeah, just show up for yourself, because that's the most powerful love that you will ever experience. Even when it's unknown to you, like, you don't know the path, but trusting, that's key. So I'm sending you much love. I'm going to put the link below, because whenever I try to put it here, it never fully works. So I'm going to put the link below in a couple minutes, and let me know in the comment section what connected with you, what resonated with you. And if you're grateful, do a thumbs up, share in the comments. And I want to say thank you for all the love in the comments and the support. I've been shifting and studying a lot and doing a lot of work for you to really help you shift the vibration. I do appreciate the comments, and it really helps the channel as well. I would say to people, don't sleep on YouTube, because it does help the algorithm. And I feel like, unfortunately, a lot of the platforms that are thriving right now, they are very focused, like, keep you kind of distracted, keep on going. But it's important to practice presence, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you. And you can always follow me on Instagram as well. I am Nicole Elisa, just like my username is written here over there. So it's Nicole with an E and Elisa with a double S there. So I'm sending you much love, and take care.